My name is Mary Eubanks. I'm the retired president of the Sand Springs Chamber of Commerce. And how I met Dan Newberry was that when first time he ran for office, I invited him and his opponent to speak at the Chamber Open Forum. And afterwards, he was saying, what can I do to get more involved in Sand Springs? And I said, well, we've got our downhill soapbox derby coming up. And he said, can I sponsor a car? And I said, sure. My grandson, who's 5, will be racing. You want to sponsor? You can sponsor him. And he said, okay, great. And he came and spent the day with us. And Morgan was the youngest person to race in the downhill derby. So Morgan and Dan have kind of formed a friendship. So this last year, I took him to the Capitol. The day all the teachers went, I went and took Morgan to meet with Dan. Dan took him on the floor, talked to him about how they were voting on bills and how they did let Morgan vote, and do some things. And I think that, for me, that was great to see because that is something Morgan still talks about. He's 12, and he's already said, I want to come back and be a page. And he remembered the important things that Dan did for him. Dan's leadership has affected me in a lot of different ways. Not only am I work for the Chamber as the president, I'm a pastor. So last year when the bill came up and he passed to help protect us pastors, so we are not so worried about breaking a law or something, I greatly appreciated that. But then there's just the other things that he does. He cares about the kids. I know there's a deficit at the Capitol. We all know that. And I know he's going to make the best decision he can make to help not only the students, the teachers, and everybody concerned. Sand Springs is a small town, but we know that if we need Dan for anything, if we need help, I know the Sand Springs Home, one of my board members needed help in a bill for the kids at the Sand Springs Home. He talked to Dan after a meeting and it was taken care of. That's what you like with Dan, because he will always be there to help you in whatever you need.